All right. Well, for those of you who thought that you had seen the end of me, now that Lent is over, bad news. I'm back because I have more to say. Um, and thank you for those who have encouraged me to continue to make uh, videos and speak my mind. So we're back to rambling with Ryan. And some recent events have led me to this particular topic. Um, and we've all heard the phrase, do you want the good news or do you want the bad news? We've all heard that probably a thousand times in our life. And what do you prefer to hear first? The good news or the bad news? What is your preference? Do you want to hear the bad news first or the good news first? I don't know what the science behind that is. Why would people want one over the other, or which they have to hear both? So which comes first? Well, really, what I want to know is, are you the good news or the bad news? And what I'm really getting at when I say that is when people see you, people meet you, people greet you, be it in person or online, to them, are you good news or are you bad news? Now that could be, again, could be interpreted a million different ways. Um, but when you see somebody or you meet somebody or people you know, when you see them live and in person or online, you have a reaction. You know you do. Are they the good news or the bad news in your life? What energy do they put forth to you, good or bad? And what I'm asking you today is, are you the good news or are you the bad news to other people? I've been thinking about that a lot. Now, I tend to avoid bad news subjects. I have opinions on politics and opinions on religion and all sorts of things, but some of them are just too controversial to discuss in a public forum where people are just going to get angry and disagree and argue. It's not that these things don't exist. It's not that we should ignore them. But when do you talk about that stuff? And how do you talk about that stuff? Do you bring forth good energy or bad energy? Um, at the Easter Vigil on last Saturday, it opens with, or one of the segments open with, in the beginning, there was light, and it was good. And Father Bob says something very interesting. Out of the chaos of darkness, which is so contradictory in part of my head, the darkness, when there is nothingness, there is chaos. But out of the chaos of darkness came light. And he asked us to be the light that God created. Be the light. And it kind of reminded me of what I'd already been thinking about, the good news and the bad news. Are you the light or are you the chaos of darkness? Which are you? What I'm trying to say is, I don't believe that life is perfect. It's just not. Nobody's lives are. We all have darkness and sadness and horror and tragedy. None of us are immune to that. Nobody. But do you live your life with it? Is it what you put forward, all of that? Or do you seek the goodness? Do you seek the good light, the light? Do you seek the good news and put that forward? Again, I'm not trying to say that we should all put pink colored glasses on and live our lives in a bubble. That's not what I'm saying. But how do you live your life? Do you seek the good or do you seek the bad? What do you put forward? I think that I have always tried to be the good news and bring good energy forward. I have plenty of bad, plenty of bad. I'm not immune. But guess what? You don't know about it. It's not what I put forward. It's not what I think about or talk about. And there's plenty of it. But what good does it do me? What good would complaining about it all be? Nothing. I have to work on it. internally or with my friends or whatever I have to do, but it's not what I put forward. It's not my energy. So I hope that when people see my posts on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever they see me, or most important, when they meet me in person, I'm the good news. I'm a positive energy, and I am the light. Perhaps they are in a day of darkness. They are in the middle of their chaos of darkness. And I don't know what I might have done, but maybe I was the light that day that they needed. Maybe I was the good news that they needed. I don't know. But I'm asking you to do the same. Just think about what I'm saying. Are you the good news or are you the bad news? Rambling with Ryan. I got more coming, by the way. Sorry.